live. Is my avatar broken again? Oh my god, it's broken right off the top of the stream. This is really good sign. But yes, hello. Excuse me while I relaunch the little avatar app. But yes, welcome to the stream. As you can see from where we are at, and the fact that the text is yellow, and the fact that it's the 16th, you know, it's the time of the month again, Smart Abyss has reset. And as such, we're gonna do it. Sometimes I do actually, like, a few hours before the Abyss resets, I take a peek at what the new Abyss is like. This time, I just haven't done that because I just hadn't browsed social media much. So, yeah, I have no clue what this Abyss is gonna be like. We'll see. This is gonna be a completely fresh reaction. Give me a moment because I'm still relaunching the app. There we go, actually closed. Now let's relaunch it. Come on, there we go. But yeah, we're still streaming at questionable hours, but it's fine, it's better than last night. And plus, the plan for this stream is rather simple, right? We got this, we got Anecdotes, and we can try to do some world quest. That's it. Abyss plus Anecdotes shouldn't take any longer than an hour, so it's just, and the world quest is just depends on how many world quests we want to do, right? It's flexible. I don't have a set quota of world quests I want to do. I plan for the stream to be around 3 hours long. Hopefully it wouldn't be like last time where I was hoping for a 3.5 hour stream. Ended up with almost 5.5 hours. And was miserable by the end of it, but yeah, last night wasn't last night. Tonight is different. So before we get that deep into it, just give me a quick moment as I just start setting up the YouTube stream. You know, let's get into this. Yep, I'll be clicking back and forth between my monitors. There we go, there's the rewards for clearing, well, having 9 and 10 cleared for me. When the active character's bond to life, value increases or decreases. Okay, so we have Arlecchino show. Okay. Well, usually the moon buffs are pretty clear indicators of what will get showed for in this month's Abyss. And it makes sense, Arlecchino is on the banner. So it makes sense for there to be Bond of Life show. Let me just quickly finish setting up the YouTube stream. Just give me a quick moment. And YouTube. There we go. That should be the YouTube stream set up. Let's go check whether it's working or not. Sure sounds like it's working. So let's get the Primo Gems out of the way. I got used to Stalro where claiming one reward will claim all rewards for you automatically. EM increased by 200. Okay, that's a pretty general buff. Pretty good. So let's see what we have. We have whatever this thing is, one of the land cruisers. We have the Geo avatars. I think the eroding ones are Geo. The flowing ones are Pyro, I'm pretty sure. That's a difference. Rune Grader, that's a Hydro Wyob? And that's a Cryo Wyob. Okay, for a second I wasn't sure that was the Hydro or Cryo, but then I saw below. Okay. So, interesting. Well, since this is just a pretty general buff, and that I probably won't be using Mawika Melt, because I'll probably be using Arlecchino Melt. Let's use Mawika in floor 11 then. So let's just run. Hopefully I won't run into any survivability issues. I would probably run a sustain if I was doing Abyss 12, but it's Abyss 11. I can be a bit silly and not get punished. Alright, this should work. Oh yeah, I still haven't unfixed, undone undone. I haven't undone any of my Stygian builds yet. I should probably do that. 80 EM, sure. Healing effectiveness, 20% would be useful for this first team, I suppose. It's not entirely sustainless because the Mana Head is running a prototype Amber. Okay, we're not getting. There's Iron ult. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be scuff again. I don't think my Ino has enough ER, but that's fine. I think. Hopefully it's fine. Again, it's Abyss 11. I can be a bit scuffed and still not get punished. Oh, it was just that one enemy? Okay, sure, I'll take it. Ooh, double crit. You'd love to see it. Alright, that was easy enough. I mean, it's 11-2, right? What, like, I'm not expecting the most difficult content in the world here. Alright, there we go. I don't think the Y even put on the shield. And here we just... Okay. Next thing I use, I don't even have to worry about. I know, but I'm still gonna do this just to get some bit of energy in case... No, okay, it's just this one enemy. High frames is always nice. Have. Alright. Very nice.
点燃吧！哼，烧起来吧，该总攻击了。不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。埋葬于赤焰之下。湮灭。哼。
Oh, almost did that in one rotation. Almost.
粉灭不尽。
There we go. The power of C2 Mawika. Okay, what's the buffs? Bloom and normal attack pyro. Okay, so let's swap out the character here. Okay, these guys actually do a lot of damage, so let's not run Chef Class here. I don't trust myself to survive. Oh yeah, there's Primordial Bishop. Yeah, I'm not running Chef Class. The first side just seems like your pretty standard Lunar Shell, so let's just swap out you for Kokomi. I don't think any of the enemies move that much. Right? What are the enemies? That should be fine. That should be fine. And then you move a lot, but like, it's fine. And these guys are fine. Hopefully. Or you can just run Xingqiu, but I don't trust us to stay on that again. And I don't even need to look at second side. I know that the enemies... I don't even need to remember the enemies there because they should all be Arlequinable. Okay, double crit. Starting off strong. Let's just break the shield so that we actually start blooming. I just realized I don't have any Verdant Dew. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. Still some Verdant Dew. Okay, Verdant Dew is good. I probably should have not had to ult it after doing a set of Nephra combos, but it's fine. That I can just do this. Fresh the jellyfish duration. There we go. Easy enough. Wow, the Bloom Show enemy is good. When you use Bloom against it, I would have never thought that would be the case. Nice thing about the fact that I haven't undone all my Stygian stuff is that my Shalonen still has a Fab, which is nice to have. So I'm pretty sure I'm no longer melting. Did I miss my skill? Well, let's do that real quick.
有大家在身边，上，也可交给你们俩了。
Oh, too late. No more cryo. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have my. I didn't charge the attack. I didn't charge the attack barbecue. Okay, I'm stupid. I was wondering why I was doing so little damage. That explains things. Come on, break your thing and just start blooming. Go, get that bloom out. Right here, you good? Fresh jellyfish cooldown? That didn't hit. Okay, that didn't hit some of these. Let's just retry that. Okay, let's make sure some of the we have some verdant dews. This should hit all of them. There we go.
等下有点痛哦，休养生息。愿灵也如初，别说谎。说点真话。所见诛心。深海的家伙，记住你了，来我家做客吧。泥土之子，我看懂了。剖析时间，真言如影。
Alright, cool.
否决，来吧，该总攻击了，烧起来吧！不必留情，让你见识见识恶药伤人。
Right.
有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。出来干活，斯特拉林一字啪啪给我上！
Okay, these guys do a lot of damage. Be a bit careful about that.
我来保护大家。疼疼，不必留情，也可交给你们俩了。
Let's just cancel out of this early because I realized it broke my Silali shield. Using my Silali shield should be pretty good at blocking all the cryo damage they do. I guess and with that broke it. Yeah, seriously, what happened to my Silali shield? Anyways, doesn't matter. I still cleared it. That was a slightly scuffed Arlecchino gameplay, but it's fine. It did the job. I'll take the EM.
去吧，蔓延吧。呀，别说谎。知识与你分。 别担心，哈！祈祷，为正。沧海之约，来我家做客吧。我看懂了。苍灵的守护，愿双月如故。记住你了，兄弟。
Nope, do not place. Okay, do not place your little jellyfish down.
别说谎。
Bad.
说点真话。柔式观想，
right?
真谜剧情。
Guess not.
蔓延吧。
You must sing again. Well, too bad we're gonna die. There we go. Alright. Yeah, you. Okay, well. It's hopeless trying to melt against this guy because this guy will self-apply pyro and that cooks everything. I'll just do a skill here. Just to...
有大家在身边，伤口就不会痛。出来干活，斯特拉林一字啪啪给我上！
I'll just do another rotation.
来吧，我来保护大家。履行盟约吧，星魔们，也可交给你们俩了。
Alright, there we go. Sally might be on a bit of an energy issue in 12-3, but it should be fine overall. Let's take the attack.
去吧，等下有点痛哦，别担心。呼吸时间。 记住你了，子吉，智慧，别说谎，说点真话。苍灵的守护，愿凌冽如。呼吸时间。
Okay, that was fast enough. And here we just go after this thing. 2 enemies. Okay, how bad could it be?
出来干活，斯特拉林一字啪啪给我上！
Well, there goes my mouse. Oh, it's you. Who are you? Oh, Cryo. Okay, that's useful.
有大家在身边，不必留情，让
Is that
你见识
useful?
见识恶
You
要
self-apply
伤人。
Cryo? I don't think you do. Unfortunate.
来吧！哦，哼，该总攻击了，出来干活，也可交给你们俩了。
Alright, there we go. Alright, pretty fast clears. Who would have known? Yeah. Ever since Stygian became a thing, Abyss just feels so much easier. But then again, I do have the Shield 4 characters. Cause they're pretty quick. Under 20 minutes. You know what? Try to do another run where I just I try to use some non-shield characters. Okay, well, I mean, we started to use some variation of Bloom here, so let's just... Nah, I don't feel like it. It's not that. I don't think it's yeah. I couldn't think of a fun team on the spot, and it was the same my account. I think my characters are good enough to clear. So let's just get to the anecdotes. So for once, we're finally in sync with Yelan, right? Yelan wasn't here yesterday. There's only 2 anecdotes left, so Yelan should be here today, and here she is. Oh, she's still dressed up fancily. Oh, Tyrell is here. Yo, can I buy groceries here? No, I can't. Isn't Tyrell here a Liu psyop? Like, if you run around with Nefer around Nasha you'll just find out how many psyops there are. Like, the guy by the crafting table is a Fontanian psyop. Anyways, let's just see what's happening.
15份样本都已采集完毕，用金属和陶器的双层容器低温封装，今夜即可上传。
Okay, what? That's okay. Sure, metal, ceramic. What are you carrying? Like a sample from Chernobyl?
快船运至花语会，走信使清廷的加急舰，在回声之子领地北侧回转水路，直接东进，从专用关口送抵仪龙部，要快。
明白，那就是乙3方案和丙2方案的结合，能。
Oh, yeah. What's up?
是旅行者，怎么做到的？完全收敛气息，悄无声息。
You should ask Columbina how she does that. She does it way better than we do.
不必紧张，也将他当成你的上司好了。正巧你来了，这位是彩若，自己人。
Nice.
那我就不打扰两位了。叶兰小姐，我这就按您的要求去分配任务。
Are these important
是
cargo?
一些含有月举例的矿物和植物样本，我打算运回璃月，让总务司加紧分析研究。
And that needs to be done in secret?
你倒是敏锐，在那些植物和矿石的样本里，还有一些有关于人种的化石，
Intelligence. I see.
包括他们的研究所、目前的武器设备，还有驻扎营地的分布。虽然璃月和诺德卡莱相距甚远，但未雨绸缪总是好事。
So that's why you're here?
这只是此行目标之一。另外一件事，则是来向命文馆的老板奈弗尔求购些情报。
We saw that a while ago.
每次和这位老板打交道的时候，我都要做许多准备，无论是心理上，还
Okay.
是摩拉上。
Isn't this anecdote new? Like release this patch? Yeah, she has info from all over Teyvat. What are you shocked about, Lumine?
你听说过北大陆情报网吗？
Okay, so I guess canonically this happens before the quest. What's that?
简单来说，是一个秘密的情报交换组织。它的结构十分松散，也并无强力规章束缚。
Yeah.
但里面聚集着各路消息灵通的人士，用各种代价交换着情报。
Okay.
那位奈弗尔老板，则是北大陆情报网如今的代理人。他所掌控的那所密文馆，也是北大陆情报网最
Oh
主要
yeah,
的情报贩卖
Curatorium
口。
of Secrets. You know, here's the secrets.
如果只是贩卖情报，那倒也算了。但据说，北大陆情报网在世界各地都驻扎着眼线，或是寻找到了能够为自
Even
己
Leah?
打听。在诸位同僚的齐心努力下，北大陆情报网的触手被斩断在璃月之外。无论是明面上派过来试图洽谈的要员，还是暗地里扎下去的密探，
Okay, so
都被
Yalan
用
has
礼貌的
been
方法拒止。
dealing with
在
the
他们的
Northern
地图
Intelligence
上
Network, trying to get into
璃
Liga.
月应该
Okay.
是为数不多的几块未知区域吧。
Yet she's still willing to sell you intel?
只要给够摩拉，他没有不卖的道理。毕竟生意的事情归生意，沉甸甸的钱袋子总不会招人厌。
Sure,
无论怎
I
么
mean,
说，
fair enough.
我也是北大陆情报网的大买主，少了我，他兜里的不少情报可就没买主了。
And here I thought the
不
Ministry...
错，懂得用咬文嚼字的方式
Yeah,
实现
okay, so
自己
Yalan is participating in this on behalf of herself. But, yeah.
迄今为止，我都是以个人身份和北大陆情报网接触，和璃月总务司没有丝毫关系。
Ah, I see. So, yeah, okay, so Yalan is kind of, you know, in a quote-unquote personal capacity.
当
I
然，
I
我的
catch
实力
this.
可是很雄厚的，
And by influence, you mean...
钱很多很多，多到足够说服他的钱。
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing Liu is not in shortage of, I guess it would be money.
花点摩拉总比在奈弗尔那边挂上人情债好。
True.
如果你需要和奈弗尔打交道， 记得要提高警惕，他绝不是一个容易交心的人。
Yeah.
另外，如果您见到我和奈弗尔在一起，那我们大概率正在做交易。
Right.
如果你信得过我，就最好捂住耳朵，什么也别听，什么也别做，这样可以帮你避开不少麻烦。
Sure.
话就说到这里，我也要去做些准备了，我们就暂且告别吧。哦，对了，说句题外话，旅行者愿意的话，可以回璃月喝几杯茶。
Oh.
璃月山高岩固，就算来了几股妖风，应该也能挡住。
Is that her way of saying, oh yeah, if things go wrong, you can always chill out and leave it? Got it. So if Revier someone comes back and destroys all of Noctri, we can still, I don't know, escape to leave it. Fair enough. Yeah, let's check the artifact we got from the Abyss. Circlet, rather it be on the other side. I mean, yeah, it's Yara keeping it. Cool. Alright, well, let's try our luck at the Vinish Guild again. See if we have any luck with running to Fleens. Kryl Chudomirovich Fleens. Hard to know, what's up? Oh, yep, there we go. Those Sukhovic and Lushnia disappeared. Alright, there's Fleens. Hello. What's up?
感谢您还挂念着我上次的请求，塔尔诺老板，我会珍藏这枚怀表的。
您太客气了，菲林斯先生。要我说，这枚怀表能够寻见您这样识货的好主人，是他的幸运。
Okay.
因为为了攒钱，慢了半个月才来把它收入
到
主
人。Flins, if you really need to, we can just give you some money.
希望他不会因为我太过穷。
Actually, no, this is not Starro. In Starro, I have millions upon millions of credits. In Genshin, I am struggling for more as well. So actually, now that I think about it, actually, no, I can't help with that.
先生，您真幽默。就算他想跑，也绝对跑不过您这位直登市的手掌心。来吧，我包好了，请您拿好。
Alright.
向您再次致谢，亲爱的先生。下次有空的话，我们也许能去旗舰喝一杯。
我的荣幸，先生。
Yeah, what's up? Buy yourself a new shiny then.
是的，这枚怀表足足花了我1个半月的薪水。看来，这个月的后半我是喝不上好酒了。
Damn. Depriving a Russian of their liquor is such a cruel thing to do. You can drink fruit juice with me.
那我就要借用塔尔诺先生刚才的话了。我的荣幸，小姐。
Yep.
我满心期待着您下次的邀约。
Now, Lushnier and Sukhovic are back. Alright, and there it is. That should be all of the anecdotes. Alright, awesome. Should be all the anecdotes that exist. Could be wrong, but I'm like a good 90% sure that's all there is to it. Which means now it's that is the actual schedule part of the programming of the stream over. Yay! So let's end stream now. No, just kidding. I'm not having a half an hour stream. No matter how much time overtime not even overtime, like what's the word for it? Like how many times I stream longer than I meant to, I'm not making all that time back up by only streaming for half an hour. That's not fun. I promised a request, so let's do a request. So let's do the one I have already in the tab, the power of research. This one feels like it probably should be a fast one, considering how there is no puzzles like that's marked by the treasure compass that seems to really need this quest. Yo, what's up? Alright, well, since we're world questing again, time for me to start voicing people again. Yay. Hoyo should really Hoyo should really voice world quest, man. It would save me a lot of work. Let me sip some water. Alright. I can't imagine how you two warriors managed to make it through the thunderstorm, but that's not the point right now. I need your help. Don't worry, there's no way we stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do? Please help me get the airspace data collector. That thing? Up in the air? Airspace data collector? You mean that big round machine? Oh, this thing. That's right. All you need to do is to align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, I mean that big round machine, will float up into the air. That means everything's working. Reminds me of a series of puzzles there was a few years ago in the Valorian Mirage, in the circus tent. Alright, seeing how desperate you are, let's help him out, traveler. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. So all we need to do is to allow... You didn't ask the guy's name. Please, don't strike me. I still have work to do. So let's pull you over here and give you a nudge. Yeah, that seems to work. So let's give him a nudge from the side. Oh. There we go. What's happened here? Okay, that didn't reset the other two. Okay, good. Push you. Push you. Awesome. That was easy enough. Oh, it didn't work. I'm like, yeah, there's no way they would put a world quest just for this to work. Up it goes. I guess that guy won't be worried now. Yada yada yada. It went up for a second, but did it work or did it not? It didn't feel like it worked. It felt like it went up and then immediately fell back down again. Okay, it did work. Okay, Fungel or Fungel? I'm gonna, or is it like Fungel? I don't know. I'm gonna call the guy Fungel for now. Finally, it worked. Warriors, my name is Fungel. I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon, this is Traveler. We're adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time? If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck for much longer. You were the first ones to make us through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one. No, of course not. I don't have your luck. Oh, do you get struck by lightning? You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably a result of my being cursed. Cursed? Wait, do sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing? Yeah, good question. Indeed. In fact, that's why I got into science in the first place, to find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you'd gone through half the things I have, you'd understand. Bennett would like to have a word with you. Whenever I cook, even when I'm just mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. Like, bro has the opposite of whatever Diona has. If I hang out the laundry, the tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like this have happened to me every single day. I call it the Fungel effect. That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break the curse? Science, of course. That's the only way. That sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting abyssal monsters. How about Paimon single-handedly fighting Traveler? Honestly, Paimon's always cheering the loudest when you're fighting. Yeah, we saw that during that one. I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. I still can't tell whether it's supposed to be hard G or a small soft G. I don't know. To me, hard G sounds better, so I'm gonna keep calling him Fangel, even though it could be Fangel. I don't know. Bro is French, I think. Since mixing salads caused fires, I invented the cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in the Fanta vending machines. Oh, you invented the refrigerators? Oh, that's W. Bro is the inventor for refrigerators, and tell you what. Now everyone can enjoy ice-cold Fanta, and that's thanks in part to the Fangel effect. Is that supposed to be Henri? Surely that's not how Henry is. No, isn't like Henry in French just like Henri was an I instead of a Y? It's not Henri, it's Henri. Because it's E-I-N, right? Henri's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in Accra could be incredibly dangerous, so I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Ooh, so science really did beat the curse. You can say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with a Fangel effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiments properly. So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here, until we found you? That's right. The Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival was such an unexpected turning point. You already have the refrigerator to show to the world, buddy. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuwaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than our Archeum. Okay, sure. Although, I mean, I feel like as long as you have Novella overseeing stuff with Archeum should be fine. Because apparently, as now a fully restored Hydro Dragon Sovereign, he apparently has full control over New Lucia. Anyways, you've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, that accident happened because Archeum is still too dangerous to use as energy source. True. Of course we heard about it. You're looking at none other than an honorary senior researcher of the Fontaine Research Institute. Oh, I love the fact that I'm pretty sure this line will probably not play if you haven't done the FRI Chronicles. I love it when they throw in these little, like, things. These little lines that just go like, yeah, we recognize that you did that quest. Good job. Mr. Raimondo must think very highly of you. For some people, even earning the title of assistant is quite the achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views, things like Fonta don't really contribute much to science. What we really need is a more reliable alternative to Archeum. If my theory proves correct and Kuwaki really is the safer option, the Institute might even rename Fonta Fonta. In my honor. Oh, no way, bro. What a fantastic idea. Yeah, that's where the name Fanta comes from. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So, may I ask for your help? If you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose both of your names be added to Fanta. Traveler Paimon? That's quite an impressive. It's not as catchy though, Paimon. Traveler, let's help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. You think the name's too long? Let's just go with Fanta Paimon. Where am I in that? Traveler, you're not Traveler, you're not joining the co-branding? How modest of you. I'll be sure to give you a special thanks in the acknowledgement section of my thesis. What is this? Freaking Sumeru? We managed to get the airspace data collector into the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't quite get high enough. All you need to do now is to lift it up a little more. To get it higher, you will need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? I'm counting on you. Sounds simple enough, we got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure the blue strong unipolar field is facing the collector. Sure thing, let's get started. Alright, I just noticed there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the experimental parameters. Oh, so I was supposed to reset the bot. Van Gelf finishes setting the parameters for the experiment. Alright, Van Gelf, what do you have to say? Nothing. Oh, no. Oh, wonderful. With your help, I no longer have to worry about the Van Gelf effect messing up the experiment. Nice. Alright, wakey wakey. Okay, so what needs to happen here, then you give this a nudge. And that pushes. Great, awesome. And, oh yeah, here's the rotating platform, and then just nudge you a bit more. There you go. I got to reset you again, right? Wait, what needs to happen here? Let's take a look. So we push you. We rotate you. We pull you. Let's do that. Are you not? There we go. Problem, I now can't push you any further. Okay, maybe I just rotate. What? 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 What did I just do? Okay. Huh? Okay, good thing I can still kind of reset it. Just push you to the end. Right? Push you. Pull you. So, okay, what needs to happen here? It's for you, right? We push. Okay, now there's nothing facing here, so I can just pull you along, right? Right? There's not going to be weird mechanics? Right? What? What needs to be done? I don't understand you. I really don't understand what needs to happen. Do we need blue and blue to face this way? I don't understand. Why we just pull this along, and then here we rotate it. Maybe like do this, and then we send it. Is that what you want? Yeah, that's what you want. Okay, you need both the blues to face this way. Gotcha. Gotcha. What the hell's happening here? Do you need 3? I mean, let's just reset this just to be sure. Okay. You nudge you along, so now you are attached this way. So let's push you to the side here. Rotate you twice, and shove you, and give you a nudge. Can I rotate you? I think I can, right? If I just push you back here, you get pushed back. Yep. Can we not rotate you? Oh, we can't. That's annoying. Oh, we just... Okay, this one is rotated correctly, so we can just do this, and there we go. Cool. Looks like the orientation of these resets. Sure. If I just click reset, does that do it? Yeah, that does it. Okay. Cool. So I'll just shove you to the end. Oh, was I supposed to do this one first, and this one would explain what needs to be done? Because this one feels a lot more intuitive, I'd be so for real. Just push this along, and push that along another one, and we're good. Cool. Awesome. Oh, look, now it goes even higher. Nice. Oh, by the way, just, I just got reminded that I should probably tell you this, but, as for, unrelated to what I'm doing right here, but related to Starro, I just, a few hours before the stream, I was just doing my dailies, and I, pulled, and I got Cyrene. I won the 50-50. I think I hit Pity. Or right before Pity, I don't know. It was pretty close to Pity to begin with. Yeah, I won the 50-50, got Cyrene, so I'll be building her, and hopefully the next time we stream Starro, she'll be fully playable. Like, usable. For all the endgame contents. That's going to be exciting. Anyways, just want to tell you that. I did make a YouTube post, a community post about it, so, yeah. Anyways, we've got the data, so that means we're done here, right? I'm sorry, but we still need data from higher altitudes. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters down, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think. So for this next experiment, no, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I try, something would definitely go wrong. Police, you have to believe me. Okay. Paimon suddenly feels like renaming Fanta might not be enough. No problem. As long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label would be more than fair. So that means everyone who wants to buy Fanta would get to see Paimon and Traveler on the label? Yup. Yes, you'll be known around Teyvat. But for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. So what do you say? Shall we keep going? We are kind of already known around Teyvat, but sure. Will Fanta's development team really agree to that? Oh, you know the guy. Okay, that helps. I've known Henri for years. I'm sure you'll agree if I say the right words. If not, well, we can always add his name on the label too. After all, what we seek has never been glory, but scientific progress itself. In that case, let's get to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were people of extraordinary insight. Once you're ready, I'll go set up the parameters for the next experiment. We're ready. We'll need higher altitude data this time, so we'll need to stack 3 assembly modules for each channel. However, you only need to manually adjust the modules for 2 of the channels. Leave the rest for me. Finish setting the parameters for the next experiment. Just reset everything just to make sure. So this is the rotator, right? So we need to get you in there first. I mean, this seems pretty easy, right? You just give this a nudge, give this a nudge. Send 1. Send 2. And send 3. Okay, that was easy enough. No fancy shtick happening here. This feels like probably doesn't need to be reset. What needs to happen here? Rotate you. Send 1. Let's drag you along. How do I get you through? That's a good question, isn't it? Rotate this, and then we rotate that. That doesn't do anything now, does it? No, sorry. So that's how you can get 2. How do we get this one, though? We have to pull it back here. How do we pull it back here? Let's reset. Let's push it this way? Oh, that helps. Oh, I see. I see what needs to be done. So we need to first rotate and push this. And then we push it this way, right? So we can push it there. And then we now rotate this. And then we push here. And then we bring this one over. Alright. That's 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like it's gonna get struck by lightning. I knew it. Oh. Well, rip device. Fangirl, there was an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too. The Fangirl effect. It's intensified. Even with a lightning protection device and your help, we can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give up just yet. The only way to break the curse is by advancing science. Exactly. According to your theory, the only one who can defeat the Fangirl effect is now you, Fangirl. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me. It'll destroy everything I hold dear. If, in the end, even the FRI is I would never forgive myself. We're at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Archean. But for real-world applications, that conductive phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collector's crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but from what really matters is the data inside. Can I ask you to retrieve it for me? Alright, leave it to us. Please be careful. I'll check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself. Alright, good luck, buddy. Let's head towards the direction. Oh, yep, I see the smoke. Looks like the collector's beyond repair. That means these assembly modules are useless, too. I worked on this for so long. The Fangirl effect has definitely intensified, but it isn't time to worry about that. I'll focus on checking the experiment first. Poor man. Damn, just okay. A radial like direction here, sure. He's badly damaged. All you can do is recover the data. All these little bots. This should be it. Let's take back to Fangirl. Have a look. All right. Well-preserved punch tape. Oh, they're Fontanian machinery is still using punch card computing. No way. No way. Punch card computing. That's like. Huh. Yeah, if you don't know, this is how some of the really olden days computing was done. By machines punching cards. Punch means 1, no punch means 0, I'm pretty sure, or is it the other way around? Alright, Fangirl, we're back. Does the text change? No. If it... Oh, yep, we are alive. Alright, here's the data. I was starting to worry the Fangirl effect might have gotten into you too. So how did it go? Did you get the data? We got it, but the collector was already... I suspected as much. The designs never accounted for the impact from a fall. Ugh, that was my oversight. For a thing that goes high up in the air, it should very much be designed for a fall. I found a few leads in my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? In-game day or okay, in-game day. Thank God. I did not want to wait a real-life day for this because I would not be live today. Apart from the materials, could something else be going wrong? Alright, let's skip forward today. Hydration check, everyone. It's been almost an hour since I started streaming. Alright, what the hell's happening? Well, where did these little things come from? It looks like something else reaches is getting somewhere. Hey, over there! Over here! Alright. One of these launch pads would have been really useful down there, I'm just saying.
Huh?
Good news, I made a breakthrough. I am 99.5% sure that the fungal effect didn't affect either of you. That's good. That's great, so Paimon wasn't really concerned about that, but if it wasn't because of the fungal effect, then why did the collector get struck last time? Because a lightning protection device inside the collector that was never tested for repeated use in such a high Kuvaki environment. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this area's Kuvaki concentration and found something way more durable. Look! This is a Nokrai Aerospace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it, with one final high-altitude test, which will determine its experimental results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced materials models are usually more compact, and also, if a thing is smaller, it's more durable from falls because of the square cube law, right? Air resistance is dependent on surface area, while the air resistance force is dependent on the area, whereas the gravitational force is dependent on the mass, which is dependent on the volume, right? So if you make it smaller, then there is less volume to area ratio, so it should be slower, basically. Anyways, advanced models are usually more compact. Ooh, Paimon gets it now. So Paimon really is more advanced than Traveler. Okay, sure, buddy. Well, that's usually true. The reason 2.0 shrank so much this time was actually due to the limits of the material used. I had to cut out a lot of the non-essential features. For example, the whole structure for lifting it into the air. If it can't get the air, how is it supposed to collect data from high altitudes? Well, it's all because, you see, when many of the great leaps in human knowledge come from researchers themselves steps in, even if it means becoming the subject of their own experiments. They say Henri. I keep wanting to say Henri because that's a French name, but it's Henri because that. Team drank tens of thousands of bottles of Fanta to perfect the flavor we had today. So you get what I'm saying, right? You want to conduct the experiment yourself? Huh? No, not me. It's enough a miracle that the fungal effect doesn't affect you two. If I were the one to try it, it'd be a total disaster. Not that I mind trying, sooner or later the curse would devour me anyway. But the research on Kuvaki is too important to be left unfinished. Dear God, that is a grim view on life. How about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta bottle to be shaped like you two. Or we don't even have to recall it Fanta anymore. It could be Paita, Manta, or Traverta. Please, for the sake of scientific progress, take the Collector 2.0 with you into the skies. Since it's for scientific progress, how about Paimon does it? You have you can fly. Huh? We're both part of this co-branding, aren't we? Then why is Paimon the only one being sent off? I'm not sure that will do. Even in the name of scientific progress, we can't run experiments on someone so small. I was just thinking of making you a glider or something. I got one already. Was just kidding. Okay, Paimon is scared. Don't joke around like that. But don't worry, Paimon will be going with you, Traveler. Oh, so you already have a glider. That's amazing. Then we can check that off the list. Alright, let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday, it occurred to me that since the Thunderstorm Zero bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively attract the lightning. This relay device was built exactly for that purpose. Attract the lightning? But that sounds dangerous. You'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into Upward's force field. The remaining energy will be captured by the Collector 2.0 to power the enhanced lightning protection device. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. Isn't that just a regular odd of getting struck by lightning, though? There's still a chance Paimon might be struck. Statistically speaking, there's a negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist would ever claim something is 100% certain. Sure. And this is why See You Tomorrow is the greatest prophecy ever made. Okay, enough Star Wars references. Enough of that references. Anyways. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning into the lightning rod over there, and then launch up and collect the data. The lightning protection device is in the Collector 2.0. Keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we got enough data, and I will do everything I can to keep you safe. So ready to go? For the sake of science. For science. That's the spirit. For the sake of science. Remember the steps. First, conduct the lightning rod, then fly high. That way you collect highlighted data. Okay, sure. Oh, that's saying. Oh. Oh, that is actually a lightning rod. There's so much thunder and lightning. Careful, traveler. Should be fine. What if we just grab like Moika and start like motorbiking? Still not enough data? Just a little more. Hang there. Oh. Hey you two, we got enough data. Hurry back. Gotcha. I fell down too far. Cooked. The experiment was a success, just as I thought. Kuvaki has huge potential. Thank you both. This is the critical data I was missing. Once I comb through it all, I can finally get started on my thesis. I hope the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned, freeing people from their reliance on Archeum. This would be an enormous step forward. Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome. Indeed, progress marches forward. My thesis should be done in a year or two, and maybe in 20 or 30 more we'll start to see the real impact of what we did today. 20 or 30 years? That long? That sort of time frame is already a breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time, you know. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Alright, fine. Haven't really thought we get to try a bottle of Fan Traveler Paimon any day now. I'll be sure to suggest that to Henri and the team. And here, take the Nokrai Airspace Data Collector 2.0 as thanks for me. I removed the data collection module since it's classified tech from the Institute. I hope you understand. Fair enough. It no longer has any data collection functionality, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it'll come in handy on your adventures. Just a heads up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning, so once you're outside Nokrai, it probably won't be of much use. Wow, that means we don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning while we're out exploring. Science can really defeat a curse. Nice. We don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning anymore. Pog. Well said, and finally thank you both again for your contribution to science. Once I've sorted through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the Institute and start writing my thesis. Alright. Electric Dreams. Earthquake Data Collector 2.0. A device developed by Fungel for the collection of data from how to do experiments. Its data collection module has been removed, but it can still block damage from lightning strikes, although it only seems to be effective against the special lightning strikes in Nokrai. Data sorting is a meticulous task. I'll have to remain fully focused. My thesis. Once my thesis is finished and published, I'll be sure to send you a copy. Well then, time for me to get back to my research. Alright. About Kuvaki. Our understanding of Kuvaki is still quite limited. I'm considering spending more time in Nokrai to conduct further field research. Let's say, for it to be a good energy source, you need to be able to take this thing back to Fontaine in bulk quantities. I'm not quite sure how you do that, right? Because Archeum you can find locally in Fontaine. Kuvaki, I don't know, you have to like... I don't know, freaking... beg Colomina to visit Fontaine and borrow some of her powers. I don't know. About the collector's lightning protection. It's pretty effective, right? I take my research seriously, after all. Damn. That's concise. Best of luck with your thesis. You too. Best of luck with your adventures. Thank you so much. Alright, there we go. That's the quest here done. Very nice. All the poor bots here. Electric Dreams. Help Fangel complete the experiment. There we go. Done that. Now let's go to the Eye of Krati, because I'm pretty sure there's a world quest here, so let's check that one out. If I have to guess, it's probably talking to you, right? What's her name again? Yomari, right? Is it? No. There has to be a world quest here, right? There has to be. Why can't I break you? Do I have to do opposite colors? That's not how that one works, right? Pretty sure I could just... Hello? I don't get this at all. Let's run the treasure compass, maybe that'll help. There's a chest up here, I should probably check that out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. There should definitely be a world quest considering how there's an underground cave I haven't gotten to. Everything else though appears to be underground. Oh yep, there is in fact a chest up here. There has to be a world quest here, right? Where is it? This thing looks... Maybe it's this thing? Nope, the water... Oh, cooked. Yomari, you're just gonna stand around not helping? Okay, sure, buddy. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? I am genuinely lost. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Are we like... What are... Huh? Okay, let's try talking to Omari. Another day, another empty bucket. Is there anything of note nearby? Treasure hunting, huh? That great treasure, they say, lies east of the moon and west of the sun. Doesn't take much to know this isn't the place to find it. East of the moon and west of the sun. Weird. So saying that, there have been a good few shipwrecks in these waters. There may well be treasure hidden beneath the waves. Not that you find it easy to get at. I heard talk at the tavern too, from sailors who escaped their sinking ship. Said it happened on a moonless night, yet something was glowing amongst the towering waves. They swore it was a one-eyed Krati, a monster that could swallow the moon. It was fighting a giant sea serpent for the right to rule its territory. For a long time after that, the whole stretch of ocean stayed as dark as ink. No ships dared pass through. They all feared the lost souls beneath the waves would drag them down. People claim these lost souls still wander nearby. I say it's all just stories meant to frighten kids. I don't buy that nonsense. Oh yeah, there was that shipwreck over there, right? That when we went to that to check out the Nefer quest, there was some dialogue there? Yeah. We'll check that out in a bit. I will have to quickly go to the washroom. I'll be back in around 3 to 5 minutes. So, be right back.
情绪是奔流在人们脑海的怒汤，试图阻挡它的人，大多数都被卷入了内心的深渊之底；而试图忽视它的人，却总是被他把心灵摧残成一片狼藉。观察事物时，别太依赖眼睛。人只爱看到自己想看的东西，别被自己骗了。阿舍鲁为什么在柜台上？哼，那是他在进行招待客人的工作。阿舍鲁得自力更生，为自己挣点猫粮。观察事物时，别太依赖眼睛。人只爱看到自己想看的东西， 别被自己骗了。情绪是奔流在人们脑海的怒汤，试图阻挡它的人，大多数都被卷入了内心的深渊之底；而试图忽视它的人，却总是被他把心灵摧残成一片狼藉。阿舍鲁为什么在柜台上？哼，那是他在进行招待客人的工作。阿舍鲁得自力更生，为自己挣点猫粮。观察事物时，别太依赖眼睛。人只爱看到自己想看的东西，别被自己骗了。阿舍鲁为什么在柜台上？哼，那是他在进行招待客人的工作。阿舍鲁得自力更生，为自己挣点猫粮。 情绪是奔流在人们脑海的怒汤，试图阻挡它的人，大多数都被卷入了内心的深渊之底，而试图忽视它的人，却总是被它把心灵摧残成一片狼藉。阿舍鲁为什么在柜台上？哼，那是他在进行招待客人的工作。阿舍鲁得自力更生，为自己挣点猫粮。
Alright, I have returned. Took a while because I also went and grabbed some water. Anyways. Let's see, so what's happening here? Yeah, proof the cognoscenti. Oh yeah, there's still that cognoscenti quest down south. If I can't find anything to do here in the next 10 minutes, I will go check that out. Yeah, Lovisa and Hark, yep. No, it's hard to see where this leads. Where's all this mist? I kind of wonder what's on the other side of this mist. Oh, probably the cave we have to go in. So let's just go. Oh, there is a quest. Like a ship sailing the dive. Oh, you'll make the text go slower, man. Anyways. Crash out over. Traveler, do you feel okay? Pama's feeling a little dizzy over here. Pama thinks she just heard someone talking. Whispers beneath the waves. Continue exploring. Discover a strange tree at the Eye of Karate. Oh, we ended up... you know, I think we would end up on this end, considering how this is where we ended up falling into, but I guess fine. We are here now. Sure.
情绪是奔流在人们脑海的怒汤，试图阻挡它的人，
I'm in
大
the
多数都被卷入了内
people.
心的
Don't be
深
scared.
渊之
Don't
底，
be worried.
而试图忽视它
Take
的
my
人，
terror cloak.
却总
Dance
是
now.
被它
Don't
把心
stop.
灵摧残成一片
Okay.
狼藉。
Salma, Salomea, where are you? Salma, please say something. I'm so worried.
对你好奇心的嘉奖，都拿着吧，但还是得留点心。
How could this be? It's like she's a totally different person. She's become a monster. What? What are saying laws? I found a new awesome job. It's not like I never worked as a private tutor before, but not for upper class families. Well, you know what they are like. But Miss Selma is totally different. Every gesture of hers radiates the elegance of true nobility. Though her elder twin sister, Salomea, is a bit mischievous, but what child's little pranks at her age? I do hope they'll grow closer, to see these young ladies blossom into perfect gentlewomen. Why, it will be my greatest pride. When I was tucking the two starlings into bed, they begged me to sing Mama in the Sheepfold for them. It's not my favorite lullaby by a long shot, but what was its most quaint lyrics? But since the girls like it, I guess all is going well. Thankfully, my fever had abated by this morning. Otherwise, I might have missed boarding the Flagship. And then what would I do? How could my two little sweeties go traveling alone without their tutor's supervision? I'm still not sure how I caught that flu. I've always been meticulous about health and hygiene. Wouldn't do to infect the children, you understand. Salome has been in a foul mood all day, and she won't say why. When I was tucking her in that night, she covered her head with a blanket and turned her back to me with a haroop. Is she mad at me? Or uneasy at being away from the comforts of home? I'll wager. Sweet little Salma, though, well, she's a different story. She apologized to me on behalf of her sister and told me not to take it to heart. As though I could. The only thing in my heart was room for is love for these two children. As I was about to close the door, Salma whispered, Miss Rana, can you promise me something? Naturally, I accepted. For these two children who had left their homes and their father to travel by themselves, I would promise them anything. Please go back to your cabin now and promise me you won't set foot outside your room until the sun's up. I hurriedly closed the door. I was so overcome with emotion that I nearly wept. Salma was worried about my health. As soon as I finished writing this diary, I'm going to do exactly as she says and sleep until sunrise. Good heavens, a terrifying thing happened today. A passenger was attacked after dinner, and no one knows if they're alive or dead. I took the children straight back to their rooms and put them in their bed. Once they were asleep, I went to check on the situation at the scene. The damaged cabin had already been hastily repaired, but there was still water on the floor. Something, who knows what, had crashed through the hall and snatched the passenger away. And at around midnight, the captain held a meeting in the dining room to explain the situation. There was nothing we could do for the missing passenger, so for the sake of everyone else's safety, the Flagship would leave these waters as soon as possible. I went back to check on the children. Their cabin sits towards the center of the ship, so as long as they didn't leave, they would be safe from whatever lured outside. Perhaps due to worry, I hardly slept a wink. I got up to check on the children only to discover they weren't in bed. My heart seemed to have stopped for a moment. I ran up the desk to find the chief mate and had him inform the captain. Hold on, give me a moment. Just check this in real quick. He gave me a very peculiar look, as though he thought I were insane. Not that I cared how he viewed me. All I could think of was the children's safety. Quick moment. We'll just check a few things. Anyways, okay, let's continue. After about 10 minutes, the captain arrived. His tone was reassuring as he told me he was organizing a search. He assured me the children must have gotten curious and decided to explore the ship. He said there were only so many places they could be. It wouldn't take long to locate them. He completely ignored whatever beast it was that had taken that passenger, and was probably still nearby. It appeared the children's safety was still in my hands. I scoured every corner of the ship, and I finally found Salome, besides the cargo crate in the hold. Thank the stars. She seemed surprised to see me. Hold up. Give me a moment. Alright, never mind. Yeah. She's surprised to see me. I rushed forward and embraced her. Poor Salome was wearing nothing but a thin sleeping gown. Her hands were freezing. I took off my coat and wrapped it tightly around her. I rubbed my hands together and cupped her shivering cheeks. Asked her if she knew who her younger sister was. She looked at me with an expression I can barely describe, but didn't say a word. After a long while, she raised her hand and pointed at the cargo crate beside me. It was locked from the outside. When I opened that crate, I swear my heart skipped a beat. There Salma was, curled up on the floor. She must have been weak from being stuck in that airtight crate for so long. I stretched out my shaking hand and held it to her face. She was still breathing. If we got in there any later, I don't want to think about what might have happened. After taking After taking Salma to the ship's doctor for treatment, I spent forever putting Salamea back to bed. The sky was already beginning to brighten, but I didn't feel tired at all. My mind was racing, trying to think what had happened. Who had locked her in that crate? What had the children done to warrant this sort of treatment? The ship's doctor said Salma needed more time to recover, so I returned to the children's cabin. Salamea was awake. I knew it might be too cruel for her to think back to what happened. I had to get to the bottom of the night's event. When I asked her what she told me, it shattered my heart. Even now, I could scarcely believe it. As I write this, my hands are shaking. It was Salamea. It's Salamea who locked her sister in that dark prison of a cargo crate. This wasn't just some prank. This was something far worse. She had to be punished. No matter what else may have happened, nothing could have ever justified doing something so horrifying. Okay, yeah, as reading last page, to me it sounded like Salamea was the one that did it because she was one outside the crate, right? Salamea cried as she begged me to forgive her. She said if she hadn't done what she did, Salma would have left her. She claimed that Salma was the child of a fae, that she wanted to return to the world of her people, that the monster that took the passenger was probably Salma's kin. Nonsense! Utter blaster! There can be no doubt that Salma is a human child, no different than Salamea. Though are there not fae that can transform? A terrifying doubt took root in my heart before I tore her up and discarded it. Salamea's impressionable mind must have been affected by reading unsuitable stories, just like that lullaby, Mama in the Sheepfold. Even now I vacillate. Should I pen a letter to the children's father, informing him of Salamea's wicked deed? I cannot say what doing so would mean for the girl. There is no time left to write for today. I shall decide what to do tomorrow. Interesting. Just give me a moment. Where's the chest, by the way? Doesn't point to here. Oh, it's on the surface. Okay, I am stupid. By the way, there's a thing back here. Let me just get that. There it is. What am I supposed to do with that? Really? These things are so annoying. Touch? What the hell is that? What is this thing? Does this that opens this. Okay, cool. Awesome. You know, I should probably pull up the Cave Interactive map. That'll be a smart idea. Okay, I have a decent amount of Primo Gems. That's good. That's good. Alright, we keep going, I guess? No, wait, hold up. Where do you want me to go? I opened this thing. What do you want? It clearly still wants me to do something back here. I don't know. This is a mess to walk through, can I just say. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. I am so confused. Yeah, no, I guess we just progressing. This place feels low-key kind of claustrophobic. Oh, yep, now it feels even more claustrophobic. Okay, this is right. What is supposed to happen here? It seems like whatever I'm doing here is right. Just check this. This is the interactive map. Okay, this chest. Sure. I feel like I'm supposed to get another of the do things to open this, huh? Am I blind or like what? Alright. This is just a really narrow, like, walkway. Wow, there's a bunch of those shiny little things we saw earlier. Wait, where are we anyway? Could it be we circle around to right under the weird tree? And those green things, what even are they? This is a... yeah, this is a spiritway. Okay, cool. There's not a teleport waypoint near here. That's kind of cringe, isn't it? Find a way to collect the Kuwabaki dewdrops and throw them into the central energy field. Okay. That seemed like one of those, right? Yeah, that's that chest. I'm really trying to match everything up to the interactive map. It's not quite working, but it is what it is. To collect the dewdrops, or where are the dewdrops? That just leads us back, right? So let's just figure everything out here. Let's go. Okay, I did not realize you were here. I was wondering why there's a chest there. I missed my skill. That's fine. Yeah.
好东西，能值不少钱。收着吧，除了我没人看见。
Okay, does it look like there's anything down there? Not really, no. Not quite. Oh, there's a thing there. Okay, nice. You plop it here. That's 1 out of 4, right? Or something like that? Or is it 1 out of 3? I can't tell. Okay, there's an Oculus up there, so let's head over here. The Oculus down. Oh, there should be something here. I don't know. Am I blind? well, there's a chest here.
好东西，能值不少钱。收着吧，除了我没人看见。
What do these things even do? Maybe beneath here? There's slimes.
如月辉战，等下有点痛。
别说谎。对你好奇心的嘉奖都拿着吧，但还是得留点心。
You mean your daughter? That question's a bit tough for me to answer. But I do have a sister who's much younger than me. Kids her age can have all sorts of ideas. Okay. The captain won't help us? Chief Stalinov. This looks like this fortunate one was boarded. Sorry, didn't mean to offend. Mr. Chesterton's your friend. I understand that. We'll find him. Okay, yeah, that's Papa Wrench, right? That's who Mr. Chesterton is referring to. I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? I don't see where the other thingamajigs are. Like, am I just blind? Maybe that thing's it? I am so lost. Oh, we need to collect all of the things. Ah, I see. Okay, so this should be it, hopefully? Oh, these things are just basically glorified Sealies. Alright. Sure. Wrong way, bud. Okay, we did something. Nice. Okay. Okay, the tree has been nourished. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, that's a good sign, yep, there we go. Free chest, we take that. They all swam up. Alright, let's go to the surface and see what's going on. Okay, sure. Is there a way up to the surface, or do we just have to go? See, this is where the Fontaine, like, diving mechanic would be so nice to have. Return to the surface. Well, let's do this and break that open first. Nice. So that's how we crack these things open. I see. Alright. open all of these. Nope. Is that Kuhenki? Just flout. Can't really. I didn't really see. Oh yeah, that's a Kuhenki, alright. Oh, and this will lead you up here. I see. I just climb my way up. I should have known, like, it's not right. Whenever there's a chest on a cliff, there's a Kuhenki to lead you there. And it popped out of existence. Alright, nice, awesome. There we go. Alright. Now let's open the main chest. Yomaru, you seen this? By the way, yeah, let me just get on the scroll for a moment. Yomaru, you see this? How strange. How very strange. Huh? This feather? Wait. The Cognoscenti feather is here? Now that's strange. No way. I thought... Wait. No. Hold for a moment. What do you mean that's a... That has to be the Cognoscenti feather, right? I think that's a Cognoscenti feather, and it sure looked like a Cognoscenti feather. I thought okay, so as established, right? Right now, we should have 3 Cognoscenti pieces, right? The 3 Cognoscenti pieces are down south on Lempo, or like on the 3 islands we have now. Or rather, there's none on Hise Islands, the 2 islands of Paha and Lempo, right? And then the other 2 pieces are up north, right? That's what we were told. So... what's the quest in the harbor of Nasha Towns for? I thought that was to get the 3rd piece. Right? They mentioned something in Cognoscenti. Does it just not lead you to anything? That's wild. Well, it looks like we found it first, so we won't get disappointed by the end of that quest. Because that's a quest we're going to do next. Okay, that's interesting. Did you see that? The tree just lit up all of a sudden, and these little things. Too bad they're not fish. So that thing in the center must be its root, huh? Paimon doesn't understand how it works, but now that it's all shiny, it looks way better than it was dull. You explained what happened earlier. It's pretty hard to believe, but you've got no reason to spin me a yarn. Looks like that fishy buddy of mine, that half-Frostmoon Scion, was right after all. Who? Oh, that guy. The guy over... Yeah, I remember him. I remember his name, but yeah. I did this quest in the stream where I did all of the Hise Yelling quests, right? That should be 2 streams ago if you want to check that out. But so what? They're just remnants of the past. Whatever they sing or say is not gonna stop us living folks from catching living fish. Anyway, you folk are treasure hunters, aren't you? That thing you picked up earlier. This is a proof of the Cognoscenti? It looks like an ordinary feather. We have a goblet and a circlet just like this, alright? I hope it's double crit. A trader I know once said if you collect 5 proofs of the Cognoscenti, you will uncover that great treasure east of the moon and west of the sun. Who knows if it's true? Still, a lot of treasure hunters seem to believe the stories. They're all rushing after it like crazy. Well, it's treasure after all. If you ask Paimon, she's kind of curious too. If I were 20 years younger, even then I'd be still out here fishing. That said, another day, another empty bucket. Fiddler's Green. when all returns to peace. Okay, sure. And then there's 2 more chests here. We go crack open, and then we go south and do that quest. Another day, another empty bucket. What are you doing here? Fishing. So far, I only caught things that aren't fish. If it were knickknacks from the shipwrecks, that'd be fine, because traveling merchants would buy those. I once pulled up a boot with half a... Forget it. Talking about stuff like that will scare the fish off. Have you considered that this lake is just not... Like, is this part of the lake? No, it's technically connected to the sea, but if you consider this bay is just not where fishes live. That you have better time fishing out in the open sea. About that tree. It's cursed. There used to be a whirlpool here, and the sailors called it the Eye of Krati. Then one day, this tree just started growing right out of it. And that wasn't the only strange thing that happened that time. Tracing it back, it all started with these strange rocks falling from the sky. Who knows? Maybe this tree's from the same place. So this happened when the Fatui pulled the moon down? Or like some remnants of the eternal moon down? No way, bro. Then there are those shiny little shiny things that appear every now and then, rare as you are like those are. I figured there might be some new kind of fish too. That's why I came out here, to try my luck. I used to have a fishing buddy who came out here too, but he said he kept hearing strange singing. It spooked him so bad he never came back. Ha! Only half of Frostmourne's Scion on that one, but he inherited every one of their odd little habits. Proofs of the Cognoscenti. The proofs of the Cognoscenti, the great treasure that lies east of the moon and west of the sun. If you ask me, folks who greedily chase what isn't theirs rarely come to a good end. Take the Alice, for example. I heard Captain Gretier was bewitched by all that talk of treasure. In the end, he met his fate at the bottom of the sea, and the treasure, it's not like it stayed buried with him. All that fuss, for nothing. Sorry to bother you. No worries. There's not a single fish in sight anyway. It's just... Omari's chill. Okay, let's go west, grab those 2 chests, and we keep questing, I guess. Wake up. But... have you ever switched a character to drown before? Because I have certainly never done that. Holy.
别打了，去吧。可惜时间，说了之后，和遇见的前去。
Not have died? What the hell?
我看懂了。
There we go. Yeah, the thing about running free as a team is that it's really easy to die.
收下吧。
Well, there's the other chest. Another one of those thingamajiggities, what are they called? Go. Alright, is that everything?
收下吧。我准许
The
了。
treasure compass did not detect anything nearby. Alright. We have practically 100% in Lempo Isle. Let's go. That's a medium point rewards. Let's do the Nacha Town quest. After this. Let's take a look. How close are we to 80%ing? Okay, then we are closer than before. We started the day off on 73%. Alright, let's, it's this way, right? Pretty sure. Let me sip some water. Alright, sure the voice line should appear, or the dialogue should appear, yep. Now listen close, Vieri. I'm only sharing this with you because I trust you. But the proof of the cognoscenti, that's not something you find just lying around. Okay, so what's happening here? We have an eremite here. Proof of the cognoscenti? Wait, are you talking about what Paimon thinks you're talking about? Why are you crowding around? We're discussing something super top secret here. A clue about Reed Miller's great treasure. If somebody overhears it, it's not really a secret. Fair point. In that case, let's team up. I've been struggling to scrape together enough startup money anyways. 1 share for me, 1 for you, and 1 for the flying one. That's 3 shares. 500,000 mora each.
500,000 mora? Vieri, didn't we agree this was supposed to stay between the two of us?
I've only told you because I trust you.
But, 1.5 million mora.
That's way beyond the sort of startup money I could raise on my own. I can just about scrape together 500,000. And those two look like seasoned adventurers. If we team up, won't our chances of success go way up? I have high hopes for you, Vieri. And if you think we found the right people, then I'm willing to give you a shot. Now, as for our flying friend here, given her unique physique, it is only fair she receives special consideration.
Oh, is that a gift for Paimon?
Sort of. It's a special version of Notlon's standard strength tonic. We tweak it so that it works for more people. Even those who fly. It's totally safe. As for the price, normally it goes for 2 million mora. But since you're with Vieri, I'll give you the friend's rate. Just 1 million. What do you say?
1 million mora?
500,000. Not a more. Shake now or we walk.
Why are you bargaining? We don't even need this thing.
Exactly, Miss Hidembi. I didn't expect the flying one to be of such use anyway. Much use anyway. Jeez. Be nicer to Paimon. It'd be silly to waste a strength tonic on her.
Wait a second. Hidembi? You're the one who scammed Natochka.
Oh, I did not. I just... Something in my brain go like, Hidembi's? That sounds familiar to something I've heard. Yeah, we met the Natochka. See, this it's perfect. You do all the major world quests first, and then you go all the way down, and you get special lines like this. Although I'm pretty sure if you do this one first, you probably get special dialogue when you do the question with Natochka. I'm pretty sure then.
All I wanted was to see if you had any good clues for finding treasure, but it turns out you're shady, and he's just dumb. If you think you can trick the Great Adventures, Traveler and Paimon, you better think again.
Shady? Trick you? I assure this clue's entirely genuine, and so is this tonic. As for the price, that's just business, but as for you, little loudmouth, you're exactly the sort of person I can't stand dealing with. Loud, full of yourself, all bark and no bite, riding on someone else's coattail like you're a big deal yourself.
Miss Hidembi? And you, Vieri? Didn't we agree this was supposed to stay between us?
When something's meant to be secret, you lean close and whisper, not shouts for the whole world to hear and attract unwanted company. You put me in a foul mood now, and I won't feel better until I taught you a lesson. Take this!
Oh, we're fighting her. Well, your loss then. Gilded lie, your loss, buddy. Let's see. 3 charge attacks. No more, no less.
You little no-good.
If you plan to kill me or chop me into pieces, go ahead. I won't resist.
Whoa. Traveler and Paimon would never do something like that. You just promised us you won't trick anyone else, okay? Even a blockhead like Vieri. Wait, where did he run off to? Anyway, you shouldn't take advantage of people. Not even the dumb ones.
You're kinder than most.
If I'd met more folks like you back in Sumeru, maybe I wouldn't have ended up like this. Aren't you curious to find out what happened to me? 2 million more in a lending year. Sharp little thing, aren't you? Haven't made a proper deal in ages. Maybe it's time I switch careers. Better that than having the Voynich killed on my case. If you figured that out earlier, you wouldn't have to end up getting smacked around just now. Sometimes you need a little wake-up call to force a real choice. Good or bad, it gets you moving. True. Kid, fine one. If either of you needs that kind of push, come find me. Thanks and all, but Paimon hopes that won't be necessary. And Nibby leaves her a piece of red satin behind and waves goodbye as she leaves. Okay. Bounty token. Trickster's red satin. A piece of red satin used to cover his eyes. It can be submitted at the flagship as proof of the bounty fulfilled. Oh, so we can actually do the bounties. Okay, that's cool. Some use luxurious fabric to obscure their eyes, while others veil their hearts with words they wish to hear. As they say in Sumeru, everyone has lies they want to believe. A lot of themes around Sumeru and lies in Outcry. Alright, let's just head to the flagship. We can just walk there. Again, the nice thing about me searching for all the Nefer Intel stuff, like, by myself for like 2 hours, is that, again, I now know Naksha Town's structure pretty well. So I just go like, oh yeah, there's a flagship. Alright, let's check the bounties. Bounty. The notice board lists details information on the bounty targets. So about Hark the Crackjaw. Bounty target, Hark the Crackjaw. Former helmsman of the Atlas, wanted for multiple counts of murder. Vicious to the core, current whereabouts unknown. Addendum. Bounty fulfilled. The target has been neutralized. Please contact the Curatorium Secrets for more details. Okay. About Hidimbi. Bounty target, Hidimbi. A fortune teller from Sumeru. Female. Age unknown. Wanted for suspected of laying curses and high-value fraud. That woman swindled me out of 18 million more. She said that if I wore the necklace she claimed to have acquired from Al-Akma. Oh, this was this one. You also read that bounty before last time. When I did the Nefer quest. Which I also, I believe, was 2 streams ago. The god of love. The ladies will fall in love with me at first sight. Turns out Al-Akmar wasn't the god of love after all. He's been dead for 1,000 years, and he never managed to win over the girl he loved. Again, unnecessary roast against Deshret there. So the necklace she sold me was real, alright, but a curse means to never find love. Anyone who can track her down and lift the curse will be handsomely rewarded. And then the bounty is now reclassified as a search request. Thinking over, I guess Mrs. Dimby might have had a point. Maybe the necklace didn't work because I wasn't sincere enough in my advances. Whoever can find Mrs. Dimby and bring her back to continue guiding me in this matter will be handsomely rewarded. You submit proof that the bounties have been dealt with. Good job, the bounty's yours. Also, you can actually get these chests. Let's go. Okay, more. 20 Primo Gems? Yo, we're in business. We are in business. We are so in business. Primo Gems and Morma. The Morma. I can't speak. Yeah, I can't speak. This is great. It's awesome. Okay, where are the other bounties? Count me in. About the bounty targets. There are 4 targets, okay. The first one is Hidimbi, a fortune teller from Sumeru who's wanted for fraud. You can also find her around the southern docks. Okay, we did that. And there's the rampaging Inazuma Kairagi, who claimed the lives of several traveling merchants passing through the Nothing Passage. We have to go back to the Nothing Passage? No way, bro. Next up is a gang of smugglers who deal in dangerous goods. They are reportedly hiding out on a beach north of town. Okay. Finally, there's a vicious pirate known as Hark the Crackjaw. There's no leads on him right now. He's gone to hiding. Okay, cool. So, north of town. So, like, somewhere around here. I could have sworn I dealt with a bunch of them here. Oh right, there's a little quest here, weren't there? Wasn't there? I could have sworn there was. Right, like I could have sworn when I walked by here there was some dialogue playing here. Yeah, you guys, it was you, weren't it? You crusty 2-bit hustler, trying to muscle in our route, mess up the push, liquidate your, I'll freeze your entire crew solid, and then walk off with the goods. Maybe she has to start a fight over there. Let's join in. Hey you, Blondie! Perfect timing. This punk's cruising for a bruising. Lend a hand and I will make sure you get your cut. What are you playing at? Calling them in backup because you know you can't win? Fine, you can play that game. Listen here, lass. Help me take this guy down and I will split more with you. Wait, we're just passing by. Treasure hoarders, is it? No worries, how do you all? Too right, we're honorable adventurers. There's no way we're gonna help nasty treasure hoarders. If someone's up to no good, we're gonna put a stop to them. I mean, it's, we take out one group, the other group turns on us. No, that's just 100% what happens. Oh, you tried to run away, bud? Hey, we showed them. Can't believe those treasure hoarders thought we played muscle for them. Justice always prevails in the end. Totally. Though now you've seen them packing, Paddle's a little curious to what is in there that they were fighting for. Oh, it is the mech that is. Yeah, it's a mech that is supposed that like Charred Lumbro is supposed to be like a part of, no? This is a Fontanian clockwork mecha? Wow, Fontaine Tech is really something else. Imagine it's still working after being transported all this way. Ah, okay, Mademoiselle Daville. Okay, that's a very Fontanian name. Warning! Startup mode, anomalous. Energy module, abnormal. Verification, failed. Verification, failed. Verification, failed. Verification, failed. Annihilate, 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 annihilate. Well, cooked. Hey, Charlie, watch out. Okay. Well, sorry, Charlumbro, but your body's... okay, I tried to switch characters, and they just didn't let me. There we go. There we go. Oh, got electric charge at us. Yeah, at least that's finally over. Those nasty treasure hoarders. Who knew they were maybe something so dangerous? Doesn't even shut it down, but I can't read all that fast, Toyo. Man, what do we just get? Bounty token, Lady's Brooch. A broken gear from the Clockwork Mecha. It can be submitted at the Flagship as proof of the identity of the bounty fulfilled. Ah, my good sir, I can never forget the day I first laid eyes on that lady's captivating grace. Since that moment, she has never left my thoughts. She's not the one to obey the will of others. You should meet her. Tread carefully. If you should meet her, tread carefully. Don't be drawn in by her dazzling beauty, like a moth to a flame. Bro is down bad for the mech. Yo, Charlumbro, I have some good news and bad news. Oh no. TSPMO. Okay, you know what? We don't have an option to tell Charlumbro what happened. Because apparently there is a Kairagi of Nothing passage, but like... you know what, I'm still gonna search up where the Kairagi is, because I don't know. The place gives me the creeps. So I'm just gonna... And also, okay, if Bro's in the Nothing passage, Bro's probably dead, let me just tell you that much. The freaking moon fragments got to him, probably. like the Fatui can't survive that. What makes you think that the Karagi can't survive that? Good job, the bounty's yours. Alright, nice. Alright, 1,500 more, and 20 more. And 25k more from that. Okay, sure. And then 20 primo jumps. This is good business. I'm just search up where the... Okay, not cry bounties.
Bounties. Okay. Okay. I wouldn't have found the guy even if I tried, because when I think of Nothing Passage, right, I look over here where it labels Nothing Passage, right, and I see a passage that goes up here, all the way follows this valley down to here, right? It's very clearly delineated. This is the quote-unquote Nothing Passage, right? I'm so happy to search this up, because what the hell is over here? This is not Nothing Passage, my guy. That's not part of the Nothing Passage. Oh my god. I can't. We have... Oh! Danusha Shesternin! I found you, and you have Hrovoye. Where did he go? What brings you here? Oh, I'm waiting for Jorik. Do you know where he went? We agreed to meet back here with his friend from Nasha Town, but they haven't shown up. I'm now worried something might have happened to them. Tolfin did advise against taking this route earlier. Should I tell him the truth about Jorik and Papa Wrench? If you see Jorik around, please tell him that I'm waiting for him here. Yeah, I should probably tell. There's something about Jorik that I must tell you. You tell Danusha everything that happened. So father was Jorik. No, that's impossible. It was just an accident, and father... why do you have to tell me all this? I always thought I had no chance of recovering what was lost. Jorik did surround himself with questionable people, but father always told me to be compassionate. He wouldn't have agreed to our marriage otherwise. We are in some trouble now, but I believe we can make it through. I've spoken too much. Maybe I should go find him instead of waiting here. Yes, I should do that. Farewell then, kind soul, regardless of what happens. Thank you. Oh. Cooked. It's not safe around this park. You should get some insurance. Better be safe than sorry, eh? Did I doom her? Did I do the wrong thing? Well, cooked.
在诺德卡莱，如果有动物的行为让你不解，可以来找我。
Well, it's Jover. 07 Danusha. I just did a quick Genshin wiki search just because I just wanted to be sure. Yeah, it's cooked. Completely cooked. 07. Yemen, you should watch out for it because that... yeah, just be careful. What's that? Oh, there's a Kairagi. Yeah, I literally have never been here before. Oh, okay, let's go save whoever is getting attacked right here. See, we doomed someone, so we now must help someone. It's you know, natural balance of things. Equilibrium, right? Don't struggle if you don't want to bleed. Leave your Mora and walk away. Help! Someone save me! Well, we should go help that guy. Hey, big guy, what do you think you're doing? Stop it right now. Mora, no, it was you who killed Murasaki. You must die. Murasaki. Well, watch out, traveler. I will search out that name. That sounds kind of familiar for me, but I don't kind of remember. For Murasaki, for her sake, tell her more. Who's babbling? I don't know. Have I heard of that name, or I could be confusing it from something else? On second thought, that name no longer sounds familiar. I think I was mixing up with some other name. What is Murasaki? Okay, I'm searching this up.
Murasaki. Okay, I searched for Murasaki and I... Yeah, okay, the only reason why that's familiar is that it's one of the two Baku attendants to Yume Mizuki Mizuki. It's also called Murasaki, right? Shiba Murasaki. But I'm pretty sure that's not the Murasaki the samurai is talking about. I don't know, man. Anyways, thank you both so much for saving me. I am Peko, a traveling merchant. If you ever run into me again in the future, I'll make sure to give you the best deals around. Today's my unlucky day. What did I do to deserve running into this legend? Legend? Is this guy famous or something? Not in a good way. Word gets around among us traders. A few colleagues said they ran into him and swore they'd never take this route again. I didn't believe them and figured they were exaggerating. You're braver than you look. We traveling merchants see all kinds of things, you know, and, well, sometimes stories grow in the telling. But anyway, they call him Gonpachi. Rumors has it he got in trouble back in Yonazuma and fled out here with his lover in tow. So that Murasaki kept mumbling about was... Alright, that weirdo kept mumbling about that name during the fight with Traveler. Once you stray from the straight and narrow, it's hard to get back on track. Even in a new place, without honest work, you end up back where you started. This lifestyle might work for a lone wolf, but living life by the sword, sooner or later, you're bound to cross a wrong person. From what I heard, that's how his lover met her end. Ever since then, he's been, well, not quite right in the head. Yeah, I can see that. Robbing people is awful, but knowing how he ended up like this makes Paimon kind of feel bad for him. So Paimon doesn't turn into a life of crime. Hey, that's not the point of the story. Alright, I won't keep you two any longer. Please take this token as my gratitude. Alright, nice, more. Alright, well, let's go grab the bounty. You know, let's just add the Flagship Bounties to the title just because it is a thing we did. How long has we been having live for? 2 hours in the bed. Okay, we can do a little more and then we'll call it. Because I am trying to get everything like in Noctria that's worth like showing on stream done, right? Which is quite a lot of stuff. Which is why I'm doing all this. Alright, let's check. Here's the last thing. You submit proof of the bounties you have dealt with. Bounty token. Blood-stained handguard. A protective guard from an Inazuma blade that has witnessed countless battles. It can be submitted to the flagship as proof of a bounty fulfilled. This fleeting world, a body clad in sorrow. Cherry blossoms fall. Untended by tomorrow. Spring departs, never to return. Good job, the bounty's yours. Alright, nice, we cleared out the place. High noon's verdict. It's high noon. 2k Mora, 30 primo jumps, and 50k Mora. We're rich. Let's go. High noon's verdict. Help safeguard the peace of Nashitown. Very nice. I think that's literally like everything worth doing on Lampo Isle. We can, by the way, at the end of the stream, we can use the survey to finish up. Alright, so I think, yeah, we 100%ed everything in Lampo Isle, which is very nice. Let's take a look. Okay, still 76, so I guess those 3 chests we opened there didn't count. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, I think it's time we go in the what's it called? Also, let me just open the window because it's now bright out. Cloudy day. Is it raining? I can't tell. Don't think like I don't think it's raining.
typical winter day in Canada. Also, yeah, I'm sorry if that curtain noise suddenly scared anyone. Anyways, let's go in here. I'm sure this can't be anything too bad, right? Huh? We just managed to get through here? I promise I had a place full of secrets would be more heavy guarded than this. Let me just turn down the game volume. This place probably won't. Oh, this is way down on the ground. Paimon knew it sealed shut. Now Paimon's even more curious. What kind of facility is this? If only we can get inside and take a look. Let me grab the interactive map real quick. There it is. Doesn't seem like this is part of the stuff on the map. What? That's annoying. Underground Research Center, okay. How come there's no alarms going off? Don't Paimon, the staff has to figure out all this too, right? That's downright cool. Hello? Wake up. There's the Oculus there. Let's grab that after we're done.
让世界热闹起来吧！我看懂了，原来如此。
Looks like this door won't open. Paimon's really curious about what's on the other side. There might be evil experiment going on inside. Evil experiments, that's the case. The security here is way too lax. We finally gotta take a look inside. Otherwise, it'll sit in Paimon's head like having a belly full of not-cry hot dogs that just won't go down. The door might be locked, but there might be another way in. Okay. Sure. I want that Oculus. What do we close? I don't know what we close. There's a lot of moon stuff here. Alright.
Huh?
Go further in. That doesn't seem like a good thing. Chest.
并不是陷阱，我们的运气不错。
Okay. I don't know. I just don't feel like voicing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit tired now. But it's fine, we'll just finish and get all this done with.
What is this? Secret research added to the archives. So many jars inside them. Could it be Kuvaki? What are the Fatui doing, placing these things so deep underground? It must be some kind of evil experiment. Well, we know the Fatui are pretty evil, but Paimon wants to know the details. Traveler, let's investigate around here. First, maybe we'll uncover some clues. Alright, check. Experimental objectives is test the stability of new barrier generator when generating projected barriers in various settings. Experimental location, we refer to illustration. Current status, Kuvaki energy harnessing mechanism successfully established. The feasibility of high density energy barriers generation has been experimentally verified. With current technology, barrier generators can stably produce energy barriers in various shapes, including spherical configurations. Prolonged high intensity generator operation can cause overheating and material fatigue. This not only reduces the device's lifespan, but may also result in minor energy leakage. Although currently minimal, the long-term effects are uncertain and could present potential risk. Continued monitoring and attention are advisable. Data must be collected from multiple sources for aggregated analysis to gain further insight. Looks like some kind of research records? Data from an intense experiment on the barrier generator stability has been fully compiled. Results remain unsatisfactory, as energy is still depleting too quickly. The experiment was relocated to a different site, but a land cruiser became damaged due to an operational error. Chaos ensued, data was successfully recovered, but additional time had to be spent filing the incident report. The new barrier prototype has arrived, now a third of its original size. Initial testing was conducted this morning, and performance was found to be acceptable. However, energy availability over time continues to be bottlenecked. Energy consumption modified, resulting in improved data fit. Disappointingly, my transfer request has been denied, but I suppose that's not surprising at all. That project is highly classified, with access granted to only a select few. If more funding were available, maybe sharing a space with those who tinker with plants or animals might be avoided. Who knows? Maybe we could even come up with something impressive. This doesn't seem very useful. To all units and personnel, due to recent increase in suspicious activities around the Design Bureau, Command has decided to raise the alert level effective immediately to ensure the security of military secrets and personnel safety. All sentry posts and patrols are to remain on high alert, and increase surveillance around the Design Bureau's perimeter and non-core areas. Any unauthorized approach or entry into restricted zones shall be treated as hostile behavior, and the necessary measures shall be taken without delay by order. It looks like they were really just doing experiments here, but this is the only place. There are 3 more sites up on the surface. They're collecting data from those sites and sending it down here for analysis. Hey, Traveler, what if we made off all their data? Oh, actually, Paimon's kind of curious about what they found out. How about we collect data on all 3 sites, check the results, and take everything with us? Feels like it'd be simpler to just destroy everything. That'd cost too much of a scene, wouldn't it? Let's not go overboard here and create a bunch of needless noise. Besides, aren't you the least bit curious about the results, Traveler? Come on, let's give it a try. Alright, fine. Priorities first. Go to the marked location to retrieve data. Alright, let's go. Fine. Give me a moment. Check this in real quick.
阿舍鲁为什么在柜台上？哼，那是他在进行招待客人的工作。阿舍鲁得自力更生，为自己挣点猫粮。
Alright, let's go. Oh, the trading gangs are back. Azalea.
Are they... Is it anything different? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, what if I intrusive thought? Oh, it's your turn. What are you staring at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fatui docked and licked the floor. Looks like we got a smart mouse spy in our ranks. Not to worry, I can't read that fast. Oh, we fight. Well.
全都看见了，亮相了！别说谎，原来如此。
Oh, well, rip Azalea. Oh, what the? Okay, a precious chest. Okay, I expected that it might give us a chest or like a quest. I did not expect a precious chest. That's goated. W. Alright, let's take a look. This thing? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh.
苍灵的，换个策略吧。为我歌，真言如影。
There's more? Okay.
闪耀时刻。别看
我。That's no good. Alt.
做客吧。
There we go. Let Furina tank things a bit.
亮相了。
Yeah, I would feel right, sure.
月霜月如故，泥土之子啊，我看懂了。所见诛心。等下有点痛啊。
A bit.
苍灵的守护。
Data storage cassette. A cassette that seems to be used by the Fatui for storing data. Who knows what information this one contains? Alright. Let's go to the other locations. Mark that off on the interactive map because those puzzles you get. I do mark off those puzzles on the interactive map, so just give me a moment. Alright. Next spot seems to be. Oh! Spotted. Well, I was running a bit low on Fatui drops anyways, so. Wouldn't hurt if I just. There we go. Let me just prematurely mark this off. On the map. Where's the card? Oh, there's a card. Where's the bot? There's a bot there. Okay. There's one. What does that do? Okay, sure, we grab that. We now have another bot. That's good. So, okay, I guess we just run over here. Yeah, and then we run... What? Weren't this bot supposed to be here? Okay, this bot's not moving. I thought this bot was supposed to be resting. Okay, that's one. That's two. Guess we wait for that bot to come back over there if it does. Oh yeah. Nope. That's annoying. Okay. So we start with this one then. We follow the bot. Okay. Okay. And now we run. Okay. And now we run again. There we go. That works. We got another data storage cassette. And we go here. Let me mark that off on the map prematurely as well. What needs to happen here? We got the key card. Okay, what? Oh, we have to move this one by one. I think I see. Okay, so we need to clear out all these boxes so that we can grab the key card and grab them. Or I can just follow this guy, no? I'm pretty sure. Or does this guy go too far away? No? No, it works, I think. We just grab the key card, right? We just follow this guy. This guy's gonna take a while to walk all the way around, but eventually that will happen. Right? We just slowly come around. A 1, and a 2, and a 3. There we go. Easy enough. Alright, that's all that's that. Let's head back to the underground lab. Return to the mysterious facility. Okay. I don't know what secrets we're gonna find there. Just more on the ground. Okay. I'm not gonna complain about more on the ground. Traveler, input the data. Alright, submit the data. Feels like we're kind of doing their experiment for them, but sure. We're locked in. This has to be another trap. How are we supposed to get out? Oh, well, look who's here. Caught. The device has been activated. Okay, no, I need to think of a voice. The device has been activated. Does this mean? Let's see which filthy rat has snuck in this time. You are the criminals who ruined the experiment site. And now you dare to come here? Okay, Mr. Khodolov. Traveler, Paimon doesn't feel like a beating right now. Quick, do something about the barrier. What? That is impossible.
去吧，祈祷，为众星被打晕了。
Oi!
手牵手。
Don't hit Nada like that.
智慧。
Rude.
当当，还唱，以我之名。我看懂了。
Khodolov dealt with this? Alright, that's all of them dealt with. We finally got rid of them, huh? Why is the machine showing anything? Don't tell me it got broken again during the fight. Or did we shut it down? Ugh, and all that, we still didn't get to see the results. Okay, what is that? Traveler, do you hear something? That strange sound just now? Paimon saying it came from that way. Investigate the source of the unusual sound. Check. Wow, is that a white weasel thief? Paimon's never seen one that white before. Oh. Rest in peace, Paimon. But Paimon's Mora, stop right there, you thief. Oh. Unable to catch up, you watch helplessly as the white weasel thief runs away. Ugh, it slipped away just like that. Good thing I didn't lose anything. But Paimon did. Paimon's secret stash. If Paimon ever runs into that weasel thief again, Paimon's gonna make it pay it back double. Oh, that's the quest done. Alright. Noish. Let's see. Achievement Wonders of the World. Tempest Tampus Fugit. Pecunia Fugit. I don't speak Latin. It's hard to change the instincts of weasel thieves. Goddamn. Well, rip Paimon's secret stash, which... Why are you keeping it secret from me anyways, Paimon? Let's see. Not cry. Frosty Groves Beyond the Darkness 1. Unlock all teleport waypoints in the following areas. Lempo Isle, Hisi Island, and Paha Isle. Nice. Another achievement. Oh yeah, let's get the meeting point rewards. there's our commission rewards. There's that. And there is this. We're still not quite at 70% yet, so I don't get to level the thing for now. But definitely be stream it when I do eventually level these places. Alright, more sigils. Over 200. Let's go. Is there anything else to do other than the survey? I am actually feeling a bit tired now, so maybe it's time to wind down. That's the nice thing about the world quest, right? Is that unlike yesterday, for example, where you know I was doing an event, I can decide how long I can stream for, and if I'm too tired, I can just go like, oh yeah, after this we're done. So yeah, that's nice. And like yeah, I said I'm gonna do 3 hours stream. We're basically at 3 hours, right? I can just clear my entire quest menu by doing this random Fortress of Meropeak world quest, but like, I kind of don't feel like doing that right now, because usually like, you judge a quest length by the amount of Primogems to give. This gives 50 Primogems, which means it's probably gonna last a good like 20 minutes. I feel like about. So yeah, let's see. How are we doing? Okay, that's more than 120 pulls. The saving for Durn is coming along very nicely. Also, just out of interest, how much Star Glitter do I have? Because the Notland patch has completely destroyed the number of Star Glitter I had. Okay, I'm slowly reaccumulating Star Glitter. Now that I no longer have, like, specific, like, Archon constellations that I'm willing to dump loads of Star Glitter for, right? Because my Star Glitter has always been like my Archon's reserve. And now that I have C2 Malika, I now have C3 Farina, C2 Nahida, C2 Raiden. They're not really anything to pull for. Anything I would crack open the safe for. So I think the safe is, well, safe for now. To be used, maybe I could use it for Columbina. I could definitely use it in a year's time for the Teresa. Oh yeah, I think now we can plop this on. Alright, I don't think there's much more. Oh yeah, we should probably check with this thing, right? We checked Llamas last time, so let's go to Hunajada. Might never be interested in some sugar sculptures. I'll have one sugar sculpture, Hunajada. Lady Nefer, what an unexpected surprise. What brings you here today? I find getting out and taking a walk every now and then is good for both body and mind. Besides, having something sweet helps me thought process. Wonderful. Give me a moment. I'll rustle you up. I can't speak. I'll rustle you up one up right away. It's late. All right. Many thanks. And while I'm here, take this money. The next time Yahoda comes by, make her an extra large one. Make it even sweeter. Give the money to her. And our Nefer's paying double. So once you're done lazing around, head back and grab a sugar sculpture from the boss, for the boss while you're at it. Oh my god. No way. Sugar sculpture, Nefer. A sugar sculpture crafted to capture a person's essence. The mysterious and phantasmal headdress belongs to brings to mind Nefer, the owner of the Curatorium of Secrets. Alright, let's give this a Nefer. There you go. Alright, well, let's just condense the resin. And then I'll do the survey, and then I'll do the outro while spending the resin, I guess. Yep. So, let's do the survey. This should be the event survey, and I saved the survey for until now because I didn't do the event until last night and yesterday, and I was way too tired yesterday. Saurian Soldier. Yep, I participated. Yeah, it's kind of nice. So, yeah, there was very experience. Okay, I've used Saurians for like all over Notland, so it doesn't really feel fresh. Difficulty is acceptable. And I mean, I like puzzles. How interesting. Interesting enough. What are your reasons for your satisfaction with the enjoyment of the Saurian Sojourn? Yeah, this seems logical. Unique mechanics, sure. It's interesting thing about, yeah, sure. How do you feel about the difficulty? It's somewhat easy. How fast was the time? Yeah. Sure. That was fine. How do you feel about the official Genshin Impact pages or social media platforms? The only thing I really check Genshin social media, like official Genshin social media for, is their YouTube channel for any like trailers, and Twitter for any whatchamacallit, drip marketing. So yeah, they're pretty good. Overall, how do you feel about the Luna 2 special program? Yeah, it was cool. Mainly I view them on the official channels. I usually watch their thing on Twitch. Which of the following channels do you usually use to obtain information about Genshin Impact's new versions? So I guess I also check out their Twitch. I also do use Reddit, so I am in their Twitter, but only for the emotes. Yeah, I guess I do. I am in the official Reddit community as well. You notice Genshin Impact's follow and retweet to win a rewards campaign. I was not aware of this. Have you used the 3 program redemption codes on the Genshin Impact? Yes. Which of the following games have you heard of? I have heard of Pokemon. Heard of is a very broad term, right? Like, I heard of this. I've heard of Helldivers 2. No clue what it's about. Final Fantasy I heard about. Wuthering Waves. Yeah. Heard of, as in I've seen those words put together, like, but like, I somehow, but like once and like not really. So let's just skip that. Yes. Yes. No. Which of the games have you been playing in the past months? Minecraft, did I play in the past months? I don't know, but I definitely played in the past 2 months, so I'll just click that. Valorant, I have not played in the past months. I have played it a lot before, though. Wuthering Waves, and played it when it released, and decided that was one too many gachas for me. Ever spent money? Well, you kind of have to spend money to get Minecraft. Valorant? No, never spent money in Valorant. No. And when I was playing Wuthering Waves, I was still a free-to-play player across all the games I play. Overall, how satisfied are you with the Stygian Onslaught event? Ooh, hoo. Oh ho. Oh. Neutral. Yeah. The idea is fun, but sometimes the bosses they put are way too chill, and some of the mechanics are fun, some of the mechanics are cringe. Like, honestly, because okay, I like it from Fearless. I heard from the folks that have tried Dire that Hera on Dire is cringe as hell, but like, and looking at the amount of HP it has, yeah, I agree, that's too much HP. But for like Fearless, I feel like the Fearless Hera is actually a pretty good boss design, right? It encourages you to try things you don't usually try. Like, for example, you would use ER Ayaka,
in what other scenario would you ever run ER Ayaka, right? And then you can run Vayma weaker combos on a melt team, and I don't know, just it's fun to have. The same was the Ruin Drake last or the Aeon Blight Drake last time, right? At least in Fearless, it feels like it's pretty good design because it encourages dual elemental DPS, and that's always a fun idea to try out and be. Yeah, no, it's like I feel like Stygian, when the bosses are good and the mechanics are good, like the mechanics and the bosses are good, can be really fun and encourages you to have different team building ideas, right? It encourages creativity in team building. For example, right, and sometimes unintentionally, right? Like this patch was the Fatui agent. The good old Xijun Zhongli Jin combo is a thing of all time. But when the bosses are, bosses can also be and the mechanics can be also just way too chill, right? Which would make it cringe, and it discourages, right, creativity in team building, because you're like, hey, use this mechanic or die of cringe, right? Exhibit A, the freaking the Bloom Crab, right? I had no trouble with it because, you know, I pulled for Llama. But people that don't have as good of Dendro teams might struggle a bit more on that. And yeah, it's kind of that was kind of cringe. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Stygian is a very hit or miss game mode, and whether it hits or misses depends entirely on the boss design, right? It can either be fun and encourage team be a challenging game mode that encourages like you to know the game well enough so that you can kind of cook up a team by yourself and be, you know, allow you to be creative, or it could discourage you from making creative teams and just go like, hey, both of the latest character, right? So I don't know. Stygian, those are my thoughts on Stygian. I didn't feel like typing all that yap, so I didn't type all that yap. Anyways, so let's spend all this resin. Let's do the Monster Town domain. Because here's the thing, right? Now that we actually need more characters for Imaginarium, right? I am actually committed to building more characters that would usually be considered not that great. So if you remember the very first Lunar Mode Imaginarium we already got, I started leveling Kachina Noel. Guess what? I generally try to follow up when I actually say I want to build characters, right? I usually go through it like all the way. So yeah, guys, who's building Kachina and Noel right now. Even though this current Imaginarium doesn't need them anymore, it's only a matter of time until we need Geo again, so it's good to have them ready and be usable, right? So the idea is right now I'm building Kachina and Noel, and after that I'll be Mizuki and Mizuki, and after that it would be Aino. And if I do end up getting Durin, then he'll kind of cut the line a bit. So that's the idea. Anyways, let's just get in here and start farming. So yeah, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this nice chill 3-hour stream. Right, we mostly just we start off with the Abyss and finishing off with 2 anecdotes we haven't gotten. And a little bit of tension. Like how we can just, these monster domains are easy enough, we can just like brute force with the shields.
Alright, there we go. So yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed the stream. It's chill, right? It's just a bunch of, yeah, it's exactly what it says on the tin, right? The title of the stream. We did Abyss, we did, some anecdotes, we did some world quests, right? How many world quests did we do, actually? We did, like, 3? Give or take? Depends on how you count world quests. I guess the bounties, if you don't count the bounties as world quests, we did, like, yeah, 3. And then we did the 3 bounties, right? The 3 world quests we did, Eye of Krati, the Researcher Up North, and the Fatui base. Kind of nice. We are now one step closer to getting the exploration reward. I hate how far away these slimes spawn. That's the only thing that's kind of crazy about this. But it's, you know what? It's at least better than it was before. I remember how this domain was before. Just run out of stamina, which would have been really cringe for characters like Nefer. But good thing they nerfed the domain a while back. Alright. After this, we'll check out the progress on how close we are to getting 80%. If we see that we're on 79, we might as well just grab it. But if we're on like 77, then no need to bother.
为我歌颂，闪耀时刻。
我看懂了，原来如此。苍灵的守护，真言如影。原来如此。
当当。
Just check. Did mark off the Oculus I got in the thingamajig, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I did mark off the Oculus I got in the Fatui base. That's good. Alright. I could have done one more run, but I didn't feel like it. Let's see. How close are we? 78. Right down in the middle. Let's just go grab a few Oculus and be done with it, I guess. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. I mean... yeah. We'll just basically be done at around... approximately, like... approximately 3 hours. How am I supposed to get that? This door looks... no, that's not openable. It's confusing, man.
为我歌，蔓延吧。呀，
what are these for? Testing block cleaning system. What am I doing here? Exactly? It's a chest here. Cool. Now what? I don't get it. Do this. Jump. Oh, cool. I didn't look up. Something. Gamers don't look up. Something. Guess we just keep grabbing chests until the little icon in the top right gets a red exclamation point, right? Okay, there's a ladder there that's just better, but it's fine. I already started climbing up this pipe. Oh my god. This. Awesome. Mark that off. Hello, what's up?
为你，哎呦，
Oi. Rude.
等下有点痛啊。
我看懂了。
Oh, what the heck? That's a luxurious chest right there. I'm just saying. Cutting edge fire support ground
亮相了。
effect land cruiser. LE05BB. Okay, sure. An edge all-purpose scout land cruiser. LE07BBB. It's my upgrade, I guess.
去吧，我看懂了。
Cutting edge all-purpose storm land cruiser. LE09BB.
真言如语。
Alright, sure. That's a luxurious. I'd be surprised that doesn't bring us over.
好东西
Oh, that doesn't.
能值不少钱
The，more you know.
收着吧。除了我没人看见。
Oh, we got an Evermoon seal for that. Nice. Okay, so one more and we can crack the Sigma Jig open. Apparently there's something here. I don't see it. Maybe I need to look up. Oh, there it is.
好东西，能值不少钱。
There's something
收着吧
over.
除了我没人看见。
I heard they carried someone out there a few days ago. Poor guy, getting posted that close to Kulaki device. It really is. Something. Is that it? Nope, still not it.
好东西，
We're now 62%.
值不少钱。收着吧，除了我没人看见。
I think that needs to be marked on the map, right? Yeah, that does need to be marked on the map. That looks like a puzzle. Chest over here, apparently. I don't see it. Might be up. I don't know. Oh, that looks like something. There's a chest here. That seems useful. Okay. We still need to break this, so how do we break it? How do we break it? How do we can't access that because the chest's on a ledge. How do we move this? Oh, we moved it because the bot was blue, so if I move the bot over to the gate, maybe it can open? Okay, there we go. There we go, see?
好东西，
And I think that's brought us over.
收着吧，除了我没人
Very
看见。
nice. Yeah, 80%. Alright, good. Last little bit of progress right before I end the stream. 100 primo gems. A nice clean 19 1,500 premium gems. 19,500 premium gems. Pretty good. I don't know how to get that. I don't know. But yeah, okay. That's all that for now then, I guess. Right, so we don't really have to worry about too much of a not quite exploration from this point forward, although I would still probably rather get it done sooner rather than later, so look forward. If I run into any more role quests, I will certainly try to get them on stream. I know there's a new Genshin event that's dropping tomorrow, on Monday. But I don't think I'll be streaming during the weekday because I have a midterm on Wednesday and I need to review for that, and I have a lab on Tuesday, so I need to do a review for that as well. So I'll be busy during the first half of the week, and also the all the rewards won't come out until Friday anyways, so I might as well just come back home Friday night and stream it instead. That's the plan. So there probably won't be any more Genshin streams until Friday night. So yeah, there's that. I will be building Cyrene and Starro. I don't think there's any content that is urgent for me to do in Starro before the weekend. So I'll probably just next week. It'll be next weekend until I stream again on Genshin and Starro, unless something pops up that I didn't think of. I don't know, but that's all for now, I guess. So yeah, that is all for this stream and for this series of many streams I've done over the past week and a half or so. I've probably streamed about somewhere around 25 hours in that time span, and yeah, it's been fun. Made loads of progress around Outcry, and Genshin, as well as did all the Starro mainline quests. It's been pretty good. It's been a good time, and yeah, I hope you had a wonderful time as well, and that's all for today. Yeah, that's all, folks. If you like my stuff, right, my social links are on the bottom left. You can check out more VODs there. I personally recommend YouTube more because the VODs there are permanent. And what else? I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you are. And yeah, just hope you have a good time. Take care, right? Drink some water, have a stretch, have a snack, have some rest. I don't know. And yeah, I hope to see you next weekend, probably. I don't think I will be back before then. Where I'll be doing more of Genshin and Starro. Because we got more events to get through in both Genshin and Starro. We still haven't gone through the Starro Flagship event yet. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. With all that being said, I think that's all for now. So until next time, folks. See you then.